Welcome back to Carneades.org. Today we are going to be starting a brand new series. It's going to be a pretty big series, and all of the videos in it are going to be a little bit on the longer side. So watch out. This series is called You Can't Handle the Truth. And in this series, we're going to try to give a pretty comprehensive look at all of the major philosophical theories of truth. We're not going to delve too much into a specific philosopher's theory, with a couple exceptions. But we're going to look at kind of the general overall picture of these theories and objections and responses to them. So, first off, before we get into specific theories, we're going to talk a little bit about truth makers and truth bearers. Basically, truth makers are the things that make something true, and truth bearers are the things that are true. These are going to be important in different ways and to different degrees for different theories. We're going to look at what truth makers and truth bearers are, and then some kind of problems that may appear for different theories depending on what they take as truth makers and truth bearers. After that, we're going to move into the kind of main principal theories of truth. We're going to start with the Correspondence Theory of Truth. This is probably historically the most popular theory of truth. It's good for all you physicalists, materialists out there. After that, we're going to look at something called the Identity Theory of Truth, which is kind of best seen as a response to the Correspondence Theory of Truth and a way of solving a problem pointed out in the Correspondence Theory of Truth by Frege. After that, we'll look at something called the Coherence Theory of Truth. If the Correspondence Theory of Truth is great for materialists, the Coherence Theory of Truth is really good for idealists. It is importantly different, though, from the coherence theory of justification. This is talking about coherence making something true, not coherence making something justified. And we'll talk about that plenty in the video. After that, we're going to be looking at Pragmatist Theories of Truth with William James and Charles Sanders Peirce. We've talked a little bit about pragmatism before in the series Better a Witty Fool, but here we're going to really flesh out what the pragmatist position is on truth, and then talk a little bit about pragmatist epistemology and offer some skeptical responses to some of the pragmatist arguments against the skeptic. Because we are a skeptical channel after all. Then we're going to look at deflationary theories of truth. These are basically theories of truth that say all of this big fuss about truth isn't worth it. We're just going to kind of take truth down to not being something we necessarily define as a separate concept, but just offer a very simple and deflationary theory of it. Then we're going to look at some pluralist theories of truth. These are theories that basically take two or more different theories of truth and try to bring them together in some way, saying that maybe correspondence is useful in some contexts, but coherence is useful in others. The deflationary theories of truth and the pluralist theories of truth are kind of stepping back. They're almost meta theories of truth, talking about how we should be using these ideas of truth and whether or not we even need a theory of truth. After that, we're going to look into probably some of the most important work on truth that's been done recently. And these are Alfred Tarski's Theory of Truth and his kind of rules about truth. This is kind of taking a more logical look about how truth is used in terms of logic and language, as opposed to giving a specific definition of what truth is. After that, we're going to take a look at a different take on that, which is going to be some more axiomatic theories of truth. We're going to talk about tri-modal logic and Saul Kripke's theory around that. Then we're going to look at some revisionist theories of truth, which are going to kind of fall into the same category of Tarski and Kripke and how we're looking at them. And finally, we're going to look at the two truths of Tibet, throwing in some more Eastern philosophy, because generally on this channel we spend all of our time with analytic Western philosophy. I thought it would be nice to throw a little bit of a different perspective in. So, that was You Can't Handle the Truth. First off, we're looking at truth makers, followed by correspondence, identity, coherence, pragmatism, deflationary theories of truth, pluralist theories of truth, Alfred Tarski's theories of truth, Kripke's theories, revisionist theories, and finally the two truths of Tibet. As I noted, all of these videos are going to be a little bit on the longer side because we're trying to give a kind of complete picture of truth in at least Western philosophy. Check out the SEP for more information. Michael Glansberg has a great article that summarizes a lot of these positions on truth. And watch this video and more here at Carneades.org. Stay skeptical, everybody.